How did you find a way to run from the city of the sun? You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over, 'cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is August 3rd, 2024. It is 2:40 a.m. This is video number 2. Video number 1 is on IP Team Sussex. I was talking about Will Lewis, some investigation in the UK, and at the end of the video, I came across a video from Representative Crockett, and I answered it. I saw it near the end of my video, and I answered it in the video to end the video completely, so it was perfect. So yeah, in this video I'm gonna have about 7 tweets, and it has to do with an interview, CBS interview. That's just a highlight of what's gonna be on this Sunday, and then we're gonna talk about Colombia invited Harry and Meghan to come to visit. Majority of the things that I saw are in Spanish, so I didn't even bother putting it because I can't read Spanish and I don't understand Spanish, so most likely I will not do a good job with it. So I didn't put some of them, the ones that I was able to shuffle through, and I added on the list. Okay, and then there's some other things regarding James Baldwin, Olympic, that's Simone Biles. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at the numbers. Feel free to skip. 3,955 subscribers. New subscribers welcome. Estimate revenue $27.65. Look at previous recordings. See how much I had before. Okay, analytics 142 views. But anyway, let's go on Twitter. First tweet. That was the last tweet that I did. I was gonna share this video in the last video, but when I hear the guy talking, it's a AI kind of thing, so I didn't want to mess with that, and then I have to tell YouTube there's some altering things, so I just didn't show it. Alright, first tweet. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle want to be part of change for good when it comes to supporting parents whose children have been impacted by online harm. The exclusive conversation with Jane Pauley airs this Sunday on CBS Sunday. Okay, so I think you will probably see these on YouTube as well. I don't know how, when it's air on television and how quickly they put it on YouTube, so I'm not sure. But just be on the lookout for it. It will be on YouTube eventually. Alright, so let's listen. It's 1 minute and 12 seconds.
This weekend on Sunday morning, an exclusive conversation with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Jane Pauley talks with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex about their new project called the Parents Network. The organization, in association with their Archwell Foundation, supports parents whose children have been impacted by online harm. Here's a preview.
And in comparison to what's going on in the UK, which I don't share too much about it, I sort of bring it up slightly to something that was said on Twitter on my last video, is that it's like the coincidence of things. Some kids were killed in the UK, and there's Harry here and Meghan talking about online hate. I don't know what the royals in the UK are doing. I really don't understand. But I know whatever's going on in the UK, it's a form of distraction. But very unfortunately, that these kids, were part of the crosshair. They were the innocent victim that they could target. Okay, so look more into it. I'm not gonna discuss it too much on here, but let's continue.
Our kids are young. They're 3 and 5. They're amazing. But all you want to do as parents is protect them. And so as we can see what's happening in the online space, we know that there's a lot of work to be done there, and we're just happy to be able to be a part of
you
change
hope
for good.
that when your children ask for help, someone is there to give it.
If you know how to help.
Thank you.
At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder. And even the best first responders in the world wouldn't be able to tell the signs of possible suicide. That is the terrifying piece of this.
You need to know those signs. And you can see Jane Pauley's full conversation with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle this weekend on CBS Sunday morning.
Okay. I'm pausing it so it doesn't play again. Amazing couple championing a well-needed cause. Their young kids aren't even affected by this yet, but Harry and Meghan are empathetic to those parents whose children have suffered from online bullying. Okay, watch. Right now on the last video, many people were, saying how come the royals are not going visiting the parents of those children and things like that, but instead they're gonna travel to Paris to see the Olympics and all of that. But as soon as Harry were to do something, visit those parents or anything like that, have some sort of a connection, they're gonna call foul. Okay, so that's that. Okay. This is desperately needed, given bullying globally, with young children and teens often taking their own lives. Yeah, he spoke, when was that? Was it last year or the year before, where he spoke with parents who, what was that particular day? Was it Mental Health Day or something? Where they made, they had conversation with, I think Carson Daly was the moderator, and some parents who had, kids who die, who commit suicide and things like that. She was wearing white and things like that. I think it's on our Port of Peace service, on my other channel where I talk about their work and things like that. Okay, I'll put the thumbnails on the screen. So they were discussing with those parents for a very long time. And then last year they went on and to talk about that a little bit more. Okay, whatever I was able to come across, I share it on my video. So if you missed it, go on our Port of Pure service. I have a lot of videos. That channel is not monetized. It was monetized, then YouTube decided to demonetize it. So it's not about the money, and I'm still uploading on that channel. Okay, yesterday I put some videos and stuff like that, so go check it out. This is needed. So much online bullying is insane. These keyboard warriors are awful, and these children and people are affected mentally. Excellent. They're doing a great job. Keep going. Looking forward. Okay, I'm always open to parenting tips and advice from respected parents and professionals based on their continuing experience, credentials, engaging with children. No one sees these people interact with their own children. We don't know how their own children function and behave in function and behave in the world, and their Duke and Duchess isn't a credible foundation. Is not a credible foundation for offering sound parenting advice to anyone with a child. Oh my God, this is tone deaf and lack complete self-awareness on their part and yours. On what basis have you given them this platform? Like I was saying, last year they were talking, Harry is a very brilliant person. Things that he has done from listening to other people, and he has the platform to highlight some of those people's concern. So, and I believe during that mental health day, Meghan said something where, thank God her kids are not at that age yet, but knowing what other people have gone through their experience, at least it's not guaranteed how well their kids will be.
But I will say, I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future. But I also feel frightened by how it's continuing to change, and this will be in front of us. As they say, being a parent, the days are long, but the years are short. So it worries me, but I'm also given a lot of hope and a lot of energy by the progress we've made in the past year, being able to have these incredible parents, these survivors.
In answer to your question, Carlson, if I can answer it, I think once we started to realize how many people, how many families, how many parents there were in the US, but also around the world, that have suffered the greatest loss, we've quickly realized that there was no one really in this space bringing them together. And yes, a huge part of this is to be working with Matthew and his team towards sort of the ultimate solution.
And the burden can't solely be on the parents, and for these parents who have experienced this extreme grief to not feel burdened, to experience extreme guilt. It's not their fault. And many of the platforms that we've had conversations quietly behind the scenes with these tech executives, and they do feel that they have created, and they have, many of them created, parental controls and certain guardrails, much of which many parents, if you aren't tech savvy, you can't navigate that comfortably. It feels pretty overwhelming. So there has to be a better solution than that, of course. And I think equally, in every country has different guardrails on things like this. We've had insight sessions. We were just in Germany. We had one with parents there. My husband's done them in the UK, and obviously we've done a collective of families across the States. But as we've also discussed with the tech space and online harms has been important just prior to working specifically with families. And it's Tristan Harris, who's a friend of ours that we started working with a few years ago, founder of Center for Humane Technology. And Tristan had said, just like when something is invented, let's take the car, for example. When the car was first invented, there wasn't a seatbelt. You could smoke inside of your car. And what happened? People started to get hurt. People started to die. So you started to change the car. You would put in safeguards so that this new piece of something that is part of our evolution is adapting to keep people safe. Right now, even if you're veering off into the lane, maybe you're getting a little sleepy, you'll go beep, 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 bring you right back to where you're safe. And so as we watch the evolution of social media and the internet, what are those same modifications we need to make to ensure that just like that car, we are adapting to the times because people are getting hurt and people, specifically children, are dying. How do we fix that? And I think it will take all of us on so many different levels, from grassroots level, of course, probably to policy, to be able to keep our families and our children safe.
We do not know. Even my own kids, no matter how hard we try to train them, do this. I'm telling you, this weekend I'm having some issues with my oldest. I don't want to go into full detail. But it's better than doing something than not doing anything at all. So even, let's say, for instance, I wasn't aware of something, whatever it may be, just hypothetically speaking, and then them raising awareness of it and make me realize of things that I probably will never thought about. So maybe they're all brand new parents who's all of a sudden heard about this, who care enough, because there are parents who don't care. Okay, there's a lot of things I'm seeing on the crime networks and things like that, things that they do to kids and to their own children, of all things. But at least for those who care, could get some tips or whatever, be prepared. My goodness. The children are in danger from crackpot across the globe. Get off your high horses. If you don't like the message, just say it. Okay, boy, hush. You will always hear this type of people. I would rather hear Harry and Meghan talking than anybody else who's saying their nonsense. Okay, they're using their platform for good information. Okay, seems like you could find better qualified expert. They never said they were expert. Harry and Meghan never said they were expert.
We've had insight sessions. We were just in Germany. We had one with parents there. My husband's done them in the UK, and obviously we've done a collective of families across the states. But as we've also discussed with the tech space and online harms has been important just prior to working specifically with families. And it's Tristan Harris, who's a friend of ours that we started working with a few years ago, founder of Center for Humane Technology.
On that same particular event that I'm talking to you about is on our part of your service, they brought an expert. Okay? They brought an expert to talk about the issues as well. Oh my goodness, amazing. They only speak to the parents who can promote the racial agenda. Nah, I don't know. Alright, keep them out of public schools. What? Keep them out of, I don't understand. That's not grifters. That's not grifters. They don't, what was it? You know what, let me not even go into that. Okay, looking forward to Harry and Meghan. It's time to black. When you see them, you just black so you don't have to come across their nonsense. This one, I don't understand. Keep them out of public school. What does that mean? Public school need them. To talk positive. Okay, speak to parents that can promote the racial agenda. I don't know what they mean by that. But whatever, seems like you could find a better qualifier. They never said they were expert, so you black them while you can. Alright, looking forward to Prince Harry and Princess Meghan exclusive conversation with Jane Pauley, which airs this Sunday on CBS Sunday, learning about how we can make the online space safe for children. Alright, so that's that. They never said they were expert. They have the platform. Harry and Meghan have been saying that even way before they both met each other. Both of them have been saying the same thing. They have a platform, they're going to use it to highlight important things.
But I want to ask you, you traveled the whole world in both your role, in your royal role. As you were going around the world, how did you get more focused on things that you cared about? I mean, we see a lot of pictures of you with children. You spent a year in Lesotho, yep. Right? And, bring that to life for us.
I get all of my passion, inspiration, and energy from young people. And that is from the ages of 6 or 7 in the Caribbean, when you get a 6-year-old turning around to you and telling you exactly how much damage your country and the developed world is causing them, all the way to 28, 30-year-olds who, at some point in their life, have already a better understanding of duty and service than I ever did at that age, because it's all about giving back. So yeah, I think that, look, lots of people say that, your job of traveling the world is wonderful. Of course, it's wonderful, but when we get sent to some countries, we don't always get to see the beautiful parts. We're always there trying to deal with some of the issues, but also doing everything we can to bring people together to make change, to make positive change. And it's an absolute joy and a privilege to meet the younger generation of change makers across the world who genuinely believe in the fact that they, as a single person and as a group and as a community and as a nation, not only can change their country, but can change the world as well. And that is what keeps me going on a day-to-day basis.
So when a 6-year-old says to you that your country is ruining theirs, what do you do or say?
Agree with them slightly. We all know the issues that are out there, with the climate and the environmental issues. And I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years. I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. But as I said just now, the younger generation of the world has turned me into an optimist because they are the best connected, the most passionate generation that I think that we've ever had. And what we need to do is be able to create a platform so that they can be heard, because they have the solutions to some of the world's biggest problems.
They never said they were expert. They have the platform. Harry and Meghan have been saying that even way before they both met each other. Both of them have been saying the same thing. They have a platform, they're gonna use it to highlight important things.
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
They never said they were expert. They have the platform. Harry and Meghan have been saying that even way before they both met each other. Both of them have been saying the same thing. They have a platform, they're gonna use it to highlight important things.
Yeah, it's still my baby. I wanted a place where I could share these great experiences I'm able to have and make it inspirational for people, but also a reminder that it's all attainable. Like I didn't grow up with this kind of lifestyle or being interviewed or having fancy things. Like that is all very new. And so to be able to show like, you want that, you could totally have that, and you are enough and you're worth it. And it's also been a great way for me to connect with people like Emily, who's right here. I only know her through Twitter, and I knew she was coming because I saw it on social media.
Stop it, really?
Yes, and she's going on a trip soon to Costa Rica to do some aid work because she said that my UN stuff inspired her. I wrote you a letter. I brought it. I'll talk to you right after. We'll finish the interview.
That is so cool. That's actually like
sweet.
Seriously,
Aww.
Using your outreach for good, to connect with people.
Well, I feel a really big responsibility. Like if you have this kind of job and you have an opportunity to have a profile where people are listening to what you're saying, I really truly think you need to be saying something that's valuable. So yes, you can talk about like, where did Rachel get that pencil skirt? Fine, sure, we can have that conversation. But I'd also like to talk about
women's rights.
Women's rights and like my work with UN Women or with World Vision or humanitarian trips or just really bolstering self-esteem that has nothing to do with the external.
All right, next tweet, this is someone who's talking about it again. Okay, isn't it ironic that online bullies flooded the comments and replies when Harry and Meghan discuss online bullying? You've just proven them right. Don't you see that? Exactly. Okay, we just hear the same thing. That I just, for the sake of that, just in case they say something different.
And our kids are young. They're 3 and 5.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
They're amazing. But all you want to do as parents is protect them. And so as we can see what's happening in the online space, we know that there's a lot of work to be done there, and we're just happy to be able to be a part of change for good.
That when your children ask for help, someone is there to give it, if you know how to help. Thank you.
At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder.
And Harry is right. Because there are times when your kids ask you something, some serious question, Do you know the answer to that? Or are you gonna give them a false information? And then later on, when that kid grows up, to look back at the time when he or she asked you that very serious question. To them it's serious, to you it may not be. But that could haunt them in the long run. When kids ask you question, there's a reason for it. Because they do not know. Now, are you going to be honest with them and say, I don't know, let me look it up. Or let me ask someone else. This is the best way to say, tells the kids something if you don't know. Instead of making up some BS. Because later on, that simple question that you didn't take too seriously, these are the things that will come back to them and say, oh my God, when I was young, I asked my mom or dad this question, and this is what she told me. She lied to me. This kind of thing. Those silly questions kids ask, there's a reason they ask it. Because it's important to them. It's best to let them know if you don't know. That way, they could hold you at a higher level of respect. Nobody knows everything. When you tell your kids, I don't know this answer, let me look it up or let me ask somebody and see what they say, they will remember that. My mom did not know this question, the answer to this question. When I asked her, she went and asked somebody. And that's also an example for them when they do become a parent. If they are blessed or if they wanted to be parents, at least they know how to go about when their own kids ask them question. If you don't know, it's fine. That was a very valid response. Harry said, if you know, let me move it back. Look at this. I listened to it already, but that didn't come up. Okay. Oops. Play.
If you know how to help.
Thank you.
At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder. And even the best first responders in the world wouldn't be able to tell the signs of possible suicide. That is the terrifying piece of this.
Okay. Exactly. That's an ad. Okay, parents let 3 and 5-year-old on the internet. No. They already answered that. On that particular thing, video on our part of your service. And one of the things Meghan said, thank God, I'm paraphrasing now, my children are not that old enough to be online, but where she said here, all she wants to do is to protect them.
But I will say, I feel fortunate that our children are at an age, again, quite young, so this isn't in our immediate future. But I also feel frightened by how it's continuing to change, and this will be in front of us. As I say, being a parent, the days are long, but the years are short. So it worries me, but I'm also given a lot of hope and a lot of energy by the progress we've made in the past year, being able to have these incredible parents, these survivors.
Okay, so they're preparing if things were to come, knowing what other parents have gone through. So they are learning as well. This is the thing many people cannot wrap their head around. Okay, while reading is fundamental, listen is too. Okay, that's an ad. Did they say that? There's that as well. Alright, this is the thing here. Those mainstream media are dumbing down people. Okay, maybe because they are bully who can't keep any stuff. What the hell? You know, let me just okay, before I black, let me see what some people say. Okay, look at you out here cloud chasing. You know who are the ones bullying staff and can keep them on board. That would be all the left behinds. Harry and Meghan have staff that left the palace with them and are still in their employ. We know that you're the hypocrite who loves to lecture but can't take your own medicine. Okay, I was wondering why anyone would make such a clear false statement. Then I realized you're MAGA. Sigh. When will the world be free of racism? Okay, dear Beth, that's the person here. Bethany, focus on your husband Seth, yellow journalism, and stop spreading lies on the internet like a bitter. Okay, so there's all of that. People are putting them in their place. So these are people we need to black. Couple of the employees. Is it James Holtz? Oh my God, I can't believe I remember. James Holtz was with them when they were in the UK, and he's there with them now. Okay, put me in a room for 5 minutes with these two. Oh God, they'll be surprised. The thing is that I'm not gonna read anymore because these people they'll complain or something else. The thing is that they're looking at people who's trying to avoid problem. And I've said this before. People who are trying to avoid problems, who avoid confrontation, don't underestimate them. Many of them prefer not to fight. But if you get on their side, look at perfect example. Okay, Harry right now. When he was in the UK, since his mom died, the tabloid have been abusing him on the tabloid with nonsense. Now look what's happening now. Once they really get in his damn nerve, he's fighting back. Harry is a huge problem for the tabloid in the UK. This is why we need to keep on praying for them. Everybody else who's showing how tough they are, they can't even face the tabloid in court. But there's Harry there facing them. So when people trying to avoid fight, confrontation, don't underestimate them. Don't think they cannot fight. Alright, so people will never learn. Next tweet. Quote, they are going to come to Cali. There will be one day. They are going to visit the Patronio and other social initiatives. This is very important. It is the highest level visit in recent years. That is another way to put Cali in the eyes of the world, says the mayor. Okay, so many of these tweets that's coming with articles about that are in Spanish. And one of them I saw on my phone, and I was trying to get the link to put on my community board, and I can't grab it properly. I think I did. Did I put it? Alright, so this is in Spanish, so I'm not even gonna bother to read it. The president reiterated that with this visit, we are putting Cali on the international radar, inviting this type of personalities. What we want to show is a biodiverse and culturally rich city. Okay, that's an ad, and that's it. Alright, so this, I was shuffling two things that was in English. Alright, there's another one here. Is there comment? There are comments. Okay. The mayor of Cali Colombia, Alejandro Eder, tells the National Congress of Travel Agencies that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be participating Petronio Alvarez Festival, which will take place from August 14 to 19. Okay. Mayor Alejandro, quote, it is the highest level visit in recent years. This is another way to put Cali in the eyes of the world. Okay, they are going to come. Let's see here. Is there more to it? Oh, very bright in my eyes. Sorry. They are going to come to Cali. There will be one day. They are going to visit the Patronio and other social initiative. This is very important. It is the highest level visit in recent years. That is another way to put Cali in the eyes of the world, said the mayor. Okay, that's an ad, and that's it. All right, so let's go to the next one. Again, there's a lot of tweet about it, but mostly in Spanish, so I can't read Spanish. Okay, next tweet. Yeah, I don't say. Exclusive. King Charles and William's attempt to block Harry and Meghan's future royal tours fail. Okay, let me pause this. Don't they have some money to count? King Charles III just got a big pay raise. He should be counting his money along with his heir. His heir has plenty of time to help him count because he's not the president of the Football Association. Their mind should not be on Harry and Meghan, anything that they are doing. Okay. Charles and William can't do anything about it because it isn't a royal tour. Futures. Why can the UK media leave the Sussexes alone? They are in the US now and work for a living. The British royal family, the British media push Harry and Meghan out. No more obligation to UK. It's what they wanted. That is true. Okay, I'll go into that. There's 8 comments. There's a laugh here. It's quite entertaining to see that those two think they have any global influence. Who did they say? King Charles and William. Maybe this is who she's making reference to. But Harry does. Look at what the mayor and the president of the country said. The only thing I have to say, wherever they go, we must pray for them. Okay, they forgot this is 21st century and King Charles don't have empire power anymore. Now, let me keep what's in my mind. Okay, King and William better wake up to smell the global womb. Windsors are not worship beyond UK shores. There's the laugh here. Harry and Meghan no longer travel on royal tours. They travel for business, INVICTUS business, Archwell business, Better Up business, etc. And they travel to accept various civic awards for their work, but not for royal family work or royal family tour business. Okay, they always fail at everything. I know him. He's making reference to William and Charles. Okay, they're trying to make it look like they have power. They have no power. Live a joke that's getting effed by the likes of Rupert Murdoch. LOL, there's the laugh here. Even the Commonwealth countries don't have to listen to them when it comes to who they invite to visit. LOL. Okay, I swear that the Salty Island royals do more work in regard to anything Harry and Meghan related than they do for any business happening on Salty Island. Okay, I can't wait for the pics. Her Royal Highness Duchess Princess Adama Z. Meghan always delivers. Okay, what did Charles think? He could persuade countries to stop inviting Harry and Meghan and invite them instead. No one wants to host Charles or Camilla. They want those lazy whales even less. Okay, Harry is royal by birth, and if he tours, then of course they can call royal tours, but not paid by the UK taxpayers. Okay, all of a sudden now he's royal. There's some tweet that I come across. He's no longer royal. He's this and that, but when it fits them, they make the excuse. But she's right still. Harry is royal. You have to laugh at the pathetic royal family. They have made themselves completely irrelevant. Now the only UK royals of interest are touring Colombia. Okay, the sooner royalists accept the Windsors leftovers are not respected, lack power, and the world is moving away from them, the sooner they can let go of their fantasies. If you look on our part of Pure Service, I don't normally put this type of videos on that channel. I tend to put things at work, but it was during a discussion, a tweet that I read, and I started talking. I went on to explain what happened at the RNC, what happened in South America, Venezuela, and all of that. Go there and watch that video. And then I updated today because I came across a video that sort of support what I had said in that previous video. Because these people, they just want to live the lifestyle that they have. They don't want to do anything. And when people are starting to catch on to them, they create chaos. I would like to know how that chaos that's happening in the UK started. Okay, you just had the election. The Tories did not win, and they want people to start believing with them being in power. Meanwhile, you forgot when they were in power what was going on. With them being in power, they're the only one who could solve the problem. Okay, so I don't know. A few moments I started looking in the UK, I see their pattern of behavior. I don't know why they can't see that themselves. Then again, sometimes when you are within something, when you are in it, it's hard for you to see it. But instead, when you step outside of it, it's almost like looking at a painting. When you are so close to it, it looks all messy. But when you take a step back to look at it at a broader way, you see the full image, the beauty of it. So this is the thing that's happening with the UK. They are in it, so that many of them cannot see. And thank God there are some good journalists from Byline, okay, who are highlighting the main issue. I would love to see Byline look into what's going on in South America with the ship that they sent down there. All right, so this is very important. And all this are tying in to what they want. Once they get the United States on board, and if Americans, are blind and vote against their best interest, there's a possibility it could happen. We just have to pray people have their heads on their shoulder come times for election. Because they want the same type of behavior that's happening in the UK to happen in the US. They are waiting for the US because the US is what helping the European Union, okay, from allowing Putin to advance. So you have the UK who knew, I am guessing, in my humble opinion, that they knew what was gonna happen. This is why they create the false narrative to make the UK vote against their best interest and then to get themselves out of the EU. So there could be the middle. You know what? Let me not get into that. Let me read what's there. Why the sooner royalists accept the Windsors leftovers are not respected, lack power, and the world is moving away from them, the sooner they can let go of their fantasies. This was not a so-called royal tour. A country asked Harry and Meghan to come based on their own accomplishment. Secondly, Harry and Meghan can go wherever they want and do what they want. Charles and William have no say. Slavery ended a long time ago. This is the same thing that Trump was trying to do, to bring back, to go back. Alright, so there's more comment. Let's move on. I'm almost done. This has nothing to do with the royals. Okay, Paulo Anton Ono, that's I believe is a speed skater. Okay, I think he retired. Let me look him up. Okay, so there he is here. That's him. Okay, that's his tweet who wrote the thing about Simone Biles. Let's see here. Apollo Anto Ono is an American retired short track speed skating competitor and an 8-time medalist in the Winter Olympics. Ono is the most decorated American at the Winter Olympics and was inducted into the International Sport Hall of Fame in 2017 and the US Olympic Hall of Fame in 2019. Okay, so he's 42 years old. So that's him. Alright, so let's go back to that. So that's him who wrote this. Okay, I don't know who captured this powerful moment, but these are the title nuances that I think are most powerful in the Olympics. A legendary athlete who has nothing left to prove to anyone on earth still prepares her mind to achieve superhuman height from performance. I only wish we knew what she was rehearsing, talking about, battling, fending off, or simply finding peace before explosive performance. At Simone Biles, he tags her. You make us all smile and shake our heads in disbelief and admiration. This photo is one of my favorite for some reason. The calm, the poise, the same socks. There's that here. The same socks that I've got on right now. The bandage to secure a slight support for the less than 100% calf Achilles. The details perfect. At Team USA, tag Team USA as well. Okay, thank you for this photo. She's meditating for whatever next event she's about to do. Very important. And I think I shared it on my community board on Team Sussex. Okay, even more impressive that she's channeling into the level of focus without noise cancelling headphones. Okay, Simone's dedication and focus are truly awe-inspiring. Her ability to find calm and poise before such incredible feats is what makes her legendary. This photo captures so much more than just a moment. It's the essence of greatness. Well put, spot on, calm before the the goat, calm before the storm. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Apollo Ono, and for being our OCM investor. Love watching your posts from afar. Who is that? Who is that? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so there's that. Truly breathtaking. There's the thumbs up. Good. It's a man. What? My goodness, someone who's using her body, her muscles to do things, they develop. Okay, yeah, she takes amphetamine for her ADHD that really casts shadow over Olympic achievement. What the hell? These people, whew, something so beautiful turned into this kind of thing. Okay, this is not a beautiful moment. She knows she's going to be photographed. Oh my God. You think, I don't know. I never at that level of athletic, but I play in college level volleyball. I don't know. In the moment, you just want to win. You do what you have to do to win. So if this is the thing that gets her to the space that she needs to be, so she's doing it. She knows she's got the whole place. She knows people's gonna be taking pictures. People's gonna be watching her. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh my God. Same vibe. Our fearless leaders. Okay, that's him here. Oh my God. I came across a video of him doing his routine. And there were some people who were somewhat commentating. I guess on their TV. They were recording themselves. Oh my. Let me go look for it because it was so funny. They start calling him Superman, take off your glasses. Oh my God, I was laughing. So I'm done with this. Let me go look for his video that I'm making reference to. while going through my likes, because I'm still searching for that video, and I thought this picture looks so powerful. Look at her. Look at her. This is what I don't know if that wasn't that same moment. No, that's different outfit. Look how high she is up there. You mean you don't need to be meditating to be doing all of this? And then you have those idiots saying, oh, she knows she's gonna be taking pictures. She's worrying about this. You know, whatever that made her pull out of the last Olympics for her mental well-being. She wants to make sure not to be in that space anymore. That's why she was meditating. Look at this. Jeez. Let's see, there's 2 comments underneath it. Okay, so never mind. Let me go. Still looking for the thing that I don't know. Let me pause and look for that video.
Of his career.
I read this, but I realized I wasn't recording. Okay, Stephen, was it Nadorskis? Okay, sorry if I pronounce his last name wrong. Just hang out until it's time for Pommel Horse. He is part of USA men's gymnastic team that won bronze today and their team event Paris 2024. Obsessed with this guy on US men's gymnastic team whose only job is Pommel Horse, so he just sit there until he's activated like a sleeper agent who's wipes off his glasses like Clark Kent and does a Pommel Horse routine that helps deliver the team its first medal in 16 years. Okay, so that's that. But this video that I just showed you, I think is the same video that the ladies were commenting on. It's the ladies, the commentators, that was very funny. That's the one I'm looking for, and I would like to share it with you. That's him here. Okay, that one arm span looked very nice. Let me see. Oh, his legs slightly open. That's where the guy. Okay, I don't want to look at it again. Is that this one? Let me see.
In the next.
No, I want the one with the voiceover of the ladies. Let me go look for it. Huh, I'm learning more about him here. There's this here. I'm still looking for that video. Okay, Stephen, that's his name here, stood out, winning bronze and leading the men's gymnastic team to the podium for the first time in 16 years. We love that he feels locked in without his glasses, just like our LAL patients. Maybe he realized it's Clark Kent. This is the part here. We're inspired by Team USA Clark Kent Pommel Horse hero. Despite having strabismus or cross eye and trouble seeing without his glasses, Stephen Nodowski was key to win the bronze medal. Oh, I didn't know. I mean, he wears glasses. There's issues with his eyes, but I didn't know it went that deep. Alright, so let me pause again to look for that video. Okay, so there's another video talking about him a little bit more. I'm going beyond for what I was looking for. Very interesting. Okay, I thought there was more to it, but again, I really want to share that video with you. Let me go look for it again. Oh, no wonder why I cannot find it. They remove it. You better spend, Steven. Yeah, that was this one. They remove it. They remove it. Let me see. Yeah, they remove it, so forget it. No wonder why I can't find it. So let me go. I think I have another. Yeah, I have one more video and that will be it. Oh my goodness, I went to all the other ones and I didn't find it, so which means I probably will have some issues sharing with you that other video. So this is why I have to put some screenshot to interfere the way the original version of it. It was really funny. Alright, next tweet. So there's this here. Why must you always concentrate on color? Today would have been James Baldwin's 100th birthday, and his answer to this question is what you were looking for. Okay, so let's listen. It's 2 minutes again because it's a video. Pay attention to the audio rather than the visual aspect, because copyright is very a thing. Alright, so I have to interrupt the video.
Has a white person ever asked you, why must you always concentrate on color? Today would have been James Baldwin's 100th birthday.
And his answer to this important question is the answer you were looking for.
And you have more in common with a white author than you have with someone who's against all literature. So why must we always concentrate on color or religion or this? There are other ways of connecting men.
I'll tell you this. When I left this country in 1948, I left this country for one reason only, one reason. I didn't care where I went. I might have gone to Hong Kong, I might have gone to Timbuktu, I ended up in Paris, on the streets of Paris, with $40 in my pocket on the theory that nothing worse could happen to me there than it already happened to me here. The years I lived in Paris did one thing for me. They released me from that particular social terror, which was not the paranoia of my own mind, but a real social danger visible in the face of every cop, every boss, everybody. I don't know what most white people in this country feel, but I can only include what they feel from the state of their institutions. I don't know if white Christians hate Negroes or not, but I know that we have a Christian church which is white and a Christian church which is black. I know, as Malcolm X once put it, the most segregated hour in American life is high noon on Sunday. That says a great deal for me about a Christian nation. It means that I can't afford to trust most white Christians and certainly cannot trust the Christian church. I don't know whether the labor unions and their bosses really hate me. That doesn't matter, but I know I'm not in their unions. I don't know if the real estate lobby is anything against black people, but I know the real estate lobbies keep me in the ghetto. I don't know if the Board of Education hates black people, but I know the textbooks that give my children to read
Oh my
and
goodness.
the schools that we have to go to. Now, this is...
Is heading every key point we dealing with right now. Exactly every single issues we are dealing with right now. Let's continue.
Evidence. You want me to make an act of faith, risking myself, my wife, my woman, my sister, my children, on some idealism which you assure me exists in America, which I have never seen.
Share this with someone who needs to hear it.
Okay, perspective. There's that. Do you really think her administration is going to stop what's happening in Gaza? Oh God. Okay, this man was profound in so many ways. There has never been anyone that can articulate the social construct of this nation better than him. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Folly is evidence and seeing and stating otherwise. Okay, bravo James Baldwin. So true, it was then and now. Like I was saying, we're facing exact same topic, key point that he raised. Okay, it's always turn the other cheek and never stop effing slapping people you violently scum. Alright, so there's all of that. Okay. Alright, so let's do a prayer. Prayer for... Okay, yesterday I did prayer for protection wherever you are. Prayer for protection. Let's say for us all. Let's see what happened here. Just to change it a little bit. Prayer for protection for us all. Okay, it's in cap, but... Okay. Here are some prayers for protection. Prayer for divine protection. I confess, God, you are my rock in whom I take refuge. You are my shield and the horn of my salvation. You are my stronghold and my refuge. You are my savior and you save me from violence. Okay. Jesus, my Lord, I place my life in your hands. You are always faithful to rescue and protect me from evil people who wants to harm my loved ones or me. Put us in the right places at the right time to avoid harm. Guard my life, O Lord, from the works of the evil one. Okay, so that's that. This is mostly for all of us, okay, who believe in the power of peace, prosperity, who wants nothing to do with violence. But sometimes when they keep poking, you have to act back. So this is for us and for Harry and Meghan, wherever they go, for God to always protect them. Okay, so that's that. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. I think, I could be wrong, I think it was $9.55 when I started. Now it's $9.56, I think. I'll look at my videos when I'm recording. Okay, so there's the estimate, there's that. And if you want to support my channel, like I said, PayPal link, Cash App link, and my shop, my merch, Spread Shop, and Zazzle. You could check this website, see what you like. Zazzle is mostly puzzles, and I need to add some more. Hopefully I have time this weekend. I was supposed to go away this weekend, but it's it's gonna rain, so we decided not to go, because most of the thing we were gonna do were activities, outside activities, so we probably would not be going. We will do it next weekend instead. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.